John Hodge coming at you today for 3downnation.com. Today we're talking about the Saskatchewan Roughriders and their 7th overall pick in the 2020 CFL draft. To me, I see the Saskatchewan Roughriders utilizing that selection to address the linebacker position, a spot where they start Cam Judge on the weak side and they could use more bodies for help on special teams. The first option we'll highlight is Jack Cassar out of Carleton. At 6'4" and 240 pounds, Cassar put up 157 tackles, 20 for loss, and 8 sacks in 31 games with the Ravens. Though he probably fits in better as a middle linebacker than on the weak side, Cam Judge has played in the middle before when Solomon Elimimian was out due to injury. Given his age, it's not too hard to imagine the Riders potentially turning the middle linebacker spot into a national position in future years, with a guy like Cam Judge or Jack Cassar factoring in at Mike. Second, we have Adam Auclair, a hybrid linebacker and defensive back out of Laval. Auclair is the younger brother of Anthony Auclair, who has spent the last 3 years playing in the NFL with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Auclair, at 6'2" and 213 pounds, has put up 113 tackles and 7 interceptions over the last 3 seasons with the Rouge et Or. He is the definition of a tweener, not quite a linebacker, not quite a DB. For a team like Saskatchewan, however, that might make all the sense in the world. The Riders need to enhance their depth behind Mike Edem at safety and Cam Judge at linebacker. Adam Auclair is a perfect 2-for-1 package. He can do both jobs for the price of one, and he'll be a demon on special teams from day one. Next up, I think it's possible we could see the Riders potentially use that 7th overall selection on a player who's currently under NFL contract. Whether it's Carter O'Donnell, the offensive lineman out of Alberta who recently signed with the Indianapolis Colts, or Michael Hoyt, the defensive tackle who recently signed with the Los Angeles Rams after a stellar career with the Brown Bears. I think both players address a great area of need for Saskatchewan. Though the team has enough O-linemen and defensive tackles to get through the season, there's no question that the team is aging at both spots, with Dan Clark, Brendan Labatt, Zach Evans, and Mac Henry all close to the tail end of their careers. Finally, 2 players who could potentially go at 7, even though they're projected to go in the 2nd round, include defensive tackle Cameron Lawson out of Queens and Chris Gancarosa, offensive lineman out of Wagner. Cam Lawson is almost a clone of Zach Evans. He's 6'3", 290, and he can get after the passer, while Gancarosa with the Seahawks had plenty of experience at guard and tackle. Both players fit the Riders' needs. Both players, though again, they are expected to go a little bit later in the draft, could potentially pop up into round 1, and if the Riders fall in love with either, I wouldn't be surprised to see either selected at 7th overall by the Green and White. Who do you think the Riders are going to take at 7th overall? Let us know in the comment section below. For 3downnation.com, I'm John Hodge.